capital city of Germany and one of its 16 states, is the largest city in the country. Since the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, the city has flourished into one of the world's most intriguing and exciting travel destinations, with numerous delightful surprises in store to suit any traveler. Brandenburg Gate is situated at the end of the Grand Unter den Linden Boulevard. It was originally part of a wall surrounding Berlin and was the main entrance to the city. The monumental gate was designed by Karl Gotthard and commissioned by Emperor Wilhelm II. The decorations, including bas-relief scenes depicting Greek mythology, took another 4 years to complete. The design of the gate was based on the Propylaea, the gateway to the Acropolis in Athens. The quadriga of Victory crowning the gate was built in 1793 by Johann Gottfried Schadow. The bronze quadriga is driven by the goddess of peace, as the gate was originally designed as a symbol of peace. The Berliner Dom is an impressive basilica known as the Protestant St. Peter's. The present Baroque structure dates only from 1905, but stands on the site of several earlier structures. The Berliner Dom was constructed by Julius Karl and Otto Raschdorf as the High Parish Church, the cathedral, and the state's most important Protestant church. The dome is also the baptism and weddings church of the Hohenzollern dynasty, and includes a family burial site in which 97 coffins of the Hohenzollerns are situated. The Great Elector and his wife, the Prussian royal couple Friedrich I and Sophie Charlotte, as well as the German Emperor Friedrich III are buried here, among many others. You can reach the dome via the imperial staircase and a couple of winding passages. From the dome, you can have a wonderful view of the city center of Berlin. Alte National Gallery is one of a group of museums at Berlin's centrally located Museum Island. The museum boasts a fine collection of 19th century artwork, among them masterpieces by Caspar David Friedrich, Adolphe Menzel, Edouard Manet, Claude Monet, not to mention Auguste Renoir and Auguste Rodin. Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church is the symbolic center of West Berlin, an anti-war memorial to peace and reconciliation. Following Allied bombings during World War II, the original West Tower was remained standing as a ruin and is hauntingly named the Hollow Tooth. Immediately recognizable and located on the Breitscheidplatz, this is the only building on the square which was spared by the bombings and deliberately preserved as a part ruin. Babelplatz is one of Berlin's famous squares and a popular tourist attraction in the city. The square dates from 1740, but was named after German Social Democrat August Bebel in 1947. On the west side of Bebelplatz is the former Royal Library, now part of Humboldt University. Many famous individuals achieved their higher education at Humboldt, including the Grimm brothers, Karl Marx, and Friedrich Engels. Albert Einstein taught here for nearly 20 years before the Nazi regime began to gain power. Originally a Protestant religious site, Friedrichswerdersche Kirche was the first neo-Gothic church to be built in the capital. The church now belongs to the Berlin State Museum collection and displays the 19th century German sculpture collection from the Alte National Gallery, which consists of an assortment of very important pieces of artwork from the Prussian Culture Heritage Foundation. The Neo-National Gallery's imposing steel and glass box near Potsdam Platz is a mecca for lovers of contemporary art and architecture. The building, a striking modern work from Mies van der Rohe, has almost 5,000 square meters of exhibition space and close to 800 meters of wall space. Some special exhibits feature the live speakers, specially trained and especially friendly guides who are ready to answer questions, explain works of art, and point out their favorites to museum visitors. A melting pot of cultures and culinary delights, Berlin stirs together some of the most exotic flavors from the four corners of the globe. The city's flagship dish is the simple yet satisfying boulette, a combination of fried meatball and hamburger, which is often accompanied by Berliner Weisse, a traditional mix of beer and juice, and is well known even beyond the city's boundaries. Berlin's culinary traditions have been immensely influenced over the years by its vibrant immigrant community. Worldwide favorites such as spaghetti and pizza now have a firm place on the city's restaurant menus. Indian, Chinese, Greek and Thai cuisines are becoming increasingly popular, with new eateries springing up at a rapid rate. Budget-conscious backpackers can always stop off at an imbiss or a snack. These are commonly small huts with a few tables outside where you can rest and eat your bratwurst in a bun. Or do as a Berliner does, have a Currywurst. The Currywurst is a Berlin custom, a large, smoked and boiled sausage sliced up and served in thick curry-flavored ketchup. The Berlin Wall has long since disappeared from reunified Berlin. Memories of the wall, however, are still very much alive, and many of the visitors who come from all over the world are surprised to find that so little remains of Berlin's most infamous structure. The main part of the remains of the infamous wall has now become the biggest open-air art gallery in the world. The longest section of the wall, which has been conserved, has been given over to graffiti artists from around the globe. A total of 118 artists from 21 countries have presented their skills on the 1,000-meter-long section of the wall, and this collection has become a Berlin landmark and a popular tourist attraction. Berlin is currently rated as one of Europe and the world's trendiest cities. The renovated German capital is where the brightest minds teach and learn, the avant-garde artists create the 21st century's masterpieces, and the fashion gurus know exactly what's right for us to wear next season. Berlin offers its visitors a thoroughly modern adventure of fully experiencing the present, while at the same time constantly revisiting the past.